Here with Uriah Faber, fighting this Saturday, signing the fight magazines here for everyone. Uriah, I'm going to be asking you some questions straight from Twitter. So first question, Bear Frazier, if you were to go bald, would you get fake European hair extensions like Bret Michaels?
You know what? I've been bald plenty of times, you know. Just as of late, I've had my hair longer. I think last time I was bald about 3 years ago. So no, I wouldn't.
Have you ever thought of going up to 155 and fighting guys like Diaz, Edgar, and Guida?
That's actually three guys that I've never thought about fighting, but I've thought about going up to 55s. Edgar would be a good one for sure. Guida and Diaz are both kind of buddies of mine. Like, we're actually both buddies of mine for sure that I wouldn't necessarily want to fight. So Edgar would be a good one though, especially for that belt. I'd love to get that UFC belt.
Yeah, UT Bob asked if you think about going to the UFC at any time.
You know, it's really up to them. It's the same owners. I'll do whatever they tell me to do. They can make it a UFC, WC. I don't care what they call it. I'll fight anyone.
Slightly BTTR asked, without giving too much away, what do you see as the main strength in Jose's game?
The main strength for him is his kicks, his knees, and his speed. So I need to impose my will, make sure that he understands I can strike as well, and keep the pressure on him.
Zach Russ 24 asked, Uriah, is it true that you were born with kick-ass long hair?
I don't think so, man, but I was born in a house in Isla Vista, and most of the people around me had kick-ass long hair.
Get Shane 3 asked, who is someone that regularly attends all of your fights, such as family members or good friends?
I've got a ton of big fans that are always there. I'll have going live on Ustream my barbecue before the fight tomorrow, after the weigh-ins at the house. So you can check that out at UriahFaber.com and TeamAlphaMale.com, and you'll see a bunch of folks that are always there for my fights.
Bex Balex says, do you think you've done any permanent damage to your body being a long-term fighter?
I've got some steel plates in my right hand, and my nose is a little bit bigger than it used to be, I think. I just noticed that actually on this cover of the Fight magazine. But, other than that, I think I'm in probably better shape than 99% of the people out there, and I like to keep it that way.
XXS Franchise asked, how did Uriah get the name The California Kid?
They started trying to give me a bunch of nicknames, and I think I'm the one that actually settled down with the California Kid. It was just kind of something that fit the profile. I looked the part, born and raised in California and represent. So.
Another question from Bex Balex. How long do you plan on staying a professional fighter? When and if do you retire? What do you like to see and accomplish? What would you like to see and accomplish?
I like to stay involved with the sport. I'm not sure how long I'm going to stay in it. Just as long as I enjoy training, enjoy fighting, I'll keep doing it. But I think that I'd like to be known as one of the best fighters of all time, one of the most popular fighters, one of the most liked fighters out there, and continue to be a showstopper, the guy that puts on a great show every time and that people love. So after the fighting, I'll probably be involved in fighting in some way, shape, or form. I don't know what.
Timbo Slice 92 asked, does Uriah like the band Pepper?
The band Pepper? I'm not sure. I don't know if I've heard of it, but I'd have to listen to it, and I'll give you a report after that.
Franchise again asked, what is the last meal you have before weigh-ins and your first meal after?
The last meal that I have before weigh-ins, man, I eat the whole time. I usually get some chicken tacos at like 3 in the morning before I go to bed, just to make sure that metabolism is going there. So I want to sleep in and make sure that it's kind of like eating breakfast before I go to bed. But I eat all sorts of stuff.
What is the difference between Form Athletics and Alpha Male Clothing? Why change from one to the other?
Form Athletics is a brand. When I partnered up, I was looking for some real good teammates to do my clothing line with, and I teamed up with some guys that really knew the sporting clothing industry, and they decided they wanted to do something in addition to Alpha Male. Alpha Male more represents the team. It's kind of not for everyone, even though I tried to make it for everyone. Some people don't feel comfortable wearing the Alpha Male stuff, so form is something that is really representing of what I like to wear, all the things that I like, and alpha male is more kind of along the lines of the team and strictly for alpha males.
JFUJ asks, Uriah is a great businessman. What are his long-term goals with all his different businesses, gyms, teams, clothing, etc.?
The business goals here are for me to have enough financial freedom to do all the things that I want in life, meaning live the lifestyle that I want, be on the beach, hanging out with my buddies, and I want to provide lucrative job opportunities and be surrounded by people that I love. So get those people jobs and get them involved in my life and make sure that everybody's hanging out, having a good time.
At Acosta's Legend for Fight Magazine, here with at Uriah Faber. Check him out on Twitter.